The Tortoise and the Hare. In the heart of Bramblewood, there was no one faster than Dash. He was a whirlwind of energy, always jumping over logs and zipping through the tall grass. The other animals would blink, and Dash would already be on the other side of the meadow. Shelby, on the other hand, was never in a hurry. She lived by the motto that everything happens in its own time. She moved through the world slowly, carefully placing each foot down and enjoying the feel of the warm earth beneath her. One afternoon, Dash came zooming down the path. He was going so fast that the wind from his speed knocked a dry leaf right onto Shelby's back. Dash skidded to a stop, clutching his stomach as he laughed at how little distance Shelby had covered since breakfast. Shelby didn't get angry. She simply waited for Dash to finish his laughing fit. "You are very fast, Dash," she said quietly. "But I bet I could beat you in a race to the old oak tree at the edge of the woods." Dash stopped laughing and stared at her in total surprise. "You? Beat me?" Dash chuckled, shaking his head. "That is the funniest thing I have ever heard. I accept your challenge." They decided to meet at the edge of the meadow at sunrise the very next day. When the sun peeked over the hills, Bubo the owl flew down to act as the judge. He raised a wing to the sky, hooting a loud signal. "Ready, set, go!" he cried. Dash vanished in a cloud of dust before Bubo could even lower his wing. Dash ran until he was nearly at the finish line. He looked back and couldn't see Shelby at all. "I have so much time," he thought, looking at the cool grass beneath a wide leafy tree. "I think I'll just take a tiny break. Shelby won't catch up for hours." The shade was cool and the grass was soft. Before he knew it, Dash's eyes felt heavy. He curled up into a cozy ball, and the sound of the breeze in the leaves lulled him into a deep, peaceful sleep. Far back on the trail, Shelby was still moving. Her legs were short, and the way was long, but she didn't stop to rest. She watched the butterflies and the swaying grass, taking one steady step after another, always moving toward the great oak. The sun climbed high in the sky. Shelby eventually reached the tree where Dash was napping. She heard him snoring loudly in the grass, but she didn't stop to wake him. She just kept walking, her shell glinting in the afternoon light. Suddenly, Dash jolted awake. The sun was starting to set. He looked toward the old oak tree and saw a small, green shape crossing the finish line. He scrambled to his feet and ran faster than he had ever run in his life, his heart pounding. When Dash finally reached the tree, puffing and panting, Shelby was already resting. Dash hung his head, finally realizing that speed doesn't matter if you stop along the way. From that day on, he never teased Shelby again, knowing that slow and steady really does win the race.